Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman. Now then, another slightly different video for you today because my subscriber Eric Ball has been in touch again following his excellent suggestion about the video looking at the different garnishes. He's now suggested that I do one looking at different mixers. Now then, as you know, I always drink my gin with tonic, specifically the Fever Tree Gold Label tonic. I do try some other ones, but for these videos, I always keep it the same. We try the same tonic all the time to keep it a bit scientific and make it a fair test. However, I am aware that people drink it with lots of different things, so we're going to try a little plethora, a little smorgasbord of mixers today. Some conventional, some a little bit strange, but either way, I think it's going to be very interesting. And as is the way with these videos where I need to try something that's not the gin, my stalwart gin has now become the good old Sipsmiths because I like them very much. They're very friendly people, and I think it's available most parts of the world as well. So, in the words of Philip DeFranco, let's just jump right into it. So, number one on the list is soda. Now, as you can see, I've pre-poured this to save time, otherwise we'll spend all the video pouring them. So, rather than a G&T, we've got a G&S here. Now, I must admit, I did buy soda one day. I was sharing an apartment at the time, and I was sent out to get the G&Ts. However, I must have picked up the wrong bottle. Instead of tonic, I picked up soda bottles. And I must say, we were less than enthusiastic about how the G&S's tasted, but it's been a long time ago, and I understand some people do. I think on the Jimmy Kimmel show, Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, I never remember those which is which out of those two, but Ryan Reynolds was drinking and promoting his aviation gin. Jimmy Kimmel or Fallon, whatever it was, he was drinking it with soda. So let's give this a go, shall we? So a G&S, gin and soda, cheers. Ah, God, do you know what? Oh man alive. Okay, I like gin. I love gin. I run a gin channel. Okay, but I tell you what, that's I don't know how anyone can enjoy that. It's quite vile. To me, that I don't know how, but that ruins the gin. There's something magic that happens when you put the tonic in there that sort of kicks and works with those flavours and they all have a nice old party in the glass. That, my friends, is not a party. That's the sort of party you turn up to and you're expecting like one of those things out of American Pie, you know, everyone's getting wasted going chug, 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 chug. But you turn up and there's just like one guy in the corner who's like the class like Napoleon Dynamite, and you just think, oh geez, what am I doing here? That's how it feels to me. That's letting me feel very, very flat. I'll just have one more confirmation, sir. I don't enjoy that at all. It's just kind of dumbing down the gin. It doesn't bring out any flavours and it doesn't work with it. I know some people like this, so maybe you could disagree with me and tell me why I'm wrong about this. But for now, number one, I'd say do not drink a G&S. Ugh. Now then, mixer number two. What have we in this glass, I hear you ask? Well, I shall tell you, because this, my friends, is a G&L. That's a G and lemonade. Now, I know in other countries like America, a lemonade is slightly different. It's more of a sort of a cloudy still drink. But over here, I guess this is what you guys call a soda. All right, it's just like a kind of like a Sprite, but that's what we traditionally call lemonade, okay? So, I know some people do drink this because they don't like the bitterness of the tonic. So let's give this a little swirl. I think, unfortunately, my lemonade's gone a little bit flat, but it doesn't matter. It would still be the same sort of flavour. So, okay, here we go. G&L, gin and lemonade, cheers. Ooh, okay. It's like polar opposites to number one, the gin and soda, because that was extraordinarily bland, extraordinarily flat and bland, but this is the other end. This is, well, as you'd expect, it's extremely sweet, but I think it's a little bit weak actually. Let me pep the fellow up a little bit, shall we? Go on, get in there, son. Oh, now we're talking. Right, whack that back on, swirl her around. Let's have another go here. You know what? That's actually not too bad. It's a very, very different experience to the tonic, as you would imagine. It kind of works. It kind of works, I think. Like a cocktail. What cocktail did I do the other week? Like the Southside and the Tom Collins both use, one uses lime, one uses lemon, but they both use sugar syrup, which is obviously incredibly sweet. It kind of works. I think it works. I could drink that. I don't like it. I still prefer the tonic. I think the tonic, as I say, still works wonders and still works a little bit of magic in there. But if my friends, as many people do, and I know people who've said this to me, they don't like the bitterness of the tonic, I tell you what, you want to enjoy, you've seen No Nonsense Gin Reviews and the handsome chap that presents it, and you think to yourself, I fancy a piece of that gin-based action, but I don't like the bitterness of the tonic. Get yourself a little bit of lemonade or Sprite or whatever you want to call it and whack it in there, and I think you will have a very, very pleasant day. Cheers. Now then, what cheeky little fellow do we have for number 3? Well, I shall tell you. This, my friends, is the classic G&O, gin and orange, OJ, orange juice, whatever you want to call it. Now then, I believe this is kind of an old school drink. I think my auntie used to drink this in about the 1980s. I certainly remember sort of ladies at family parties drinking a gin and orange, but it's something you almost never see today. For the last 20 years, I have never seen anyone order a gin and orange. This is going to be quite interesting to sort of hark back to my sort of my childhood sort of times, obviously when I wasn't drinking gin, but I observed some gin being drunk. So let's have a bit of a blast on this fellow, shall we? And shall we travel back in time to the 80s/90s? So G&O, gin and orange juice, cheers. Don't know why I did that so very camp, but it seemed to suit the G&O. Anyway, here we go. I tell you what, my friends, I tell you what, I think we could have found the retro drink of the, where are we now, 2019, of the 2020s. I think this fella could be making a comeback. That is bloody lovely. It's really, really nice. Beautiful. I mean, I always talk about balancing flavours. That OJ with the gin, is this like a match made in heaven? Why the hell did this die out? This is extraordinary. I seriously, if you've never tried this, or you're thinking to yourself, oh come on, that's a bit old fashioned, that stuff. I tell you now, get yourself a bit of OJ and some gin, and you drink a glass of that, and you will feel fantastic. It's awesome. I mean, it makes sense if we mix it with, like I said, cocktails with Tom Collins. We mix it with lemon juice with the Southside. We mix it with lime juice with the Gimlet. We mix it with lime juice. Why the hell not the orange juice? That is absolutely lovely. If you only do one thing this year, I command you, my subscribers, get yourselves a gin and orange, because it is bloody lovely. I salute you, l'orange, as they say in France. So this last one today is a little bit of an oddball, because you probably guessed what this one is. It's a G&C, which is a gin and cola. Any cola, of course, but I'm using a generic, well-known red label branded cola. And I thought to myself, I've never heard of anyone drinking this. I've never heard of anyone drinking or ordering a gin and Coke. However, vodka and Coke, yes. Brandy and Coke, yes. Whiskey and Coke, yes. So why not a gin and Coke? Why has the gin escaped the clutches of the Coke? So we're going to try it and have a go and see what it tastes like. So a G&C, it sounds quite cool, doesn't it? I'll have a yay, barman, I'll have a G&C, please. That sounds, how hasn't this caught on already? That would sound awesome in a movie. Anyway, never mind. Enough fanning about. Let's try it, the old G&C. Let's see why it's not generally drunk by the masses. Right. Okay, I can tell you, it's extremely apparent now why it is not drunk by the masses. Because I tell you why. It's quite simply because it tastes like shit. Okay, that just does not work at all. Let me have a confirmation. No. I don't know why. It seems to make no sense, because obviously vodka and gin are very, very similar drinks, very, very similar chemical makeup. Something about the gin is not working in there. That's like you turn up to a party and like it's gone bad and everyone's having a fight. They're all clashing and they're smashing the place up and they're vomiting all over the walls. That's what that tastes like. It's not good. It just doesn't work. On paper, as I say, you think, why shouldn't it work? All these other drinks, all these other spirits work with it. But I don't know. Try it yourselves. Again, see what you think. let me know in the comments below. If anyone disagrees, I'll be very interested. But for now, I would say try wherever possible to avoid the GNC, which shouldn't be too difficult because nowhere serves it. So, gin lovers, what an extraordinary video. Thank you very much again for Eric Ball for suggesting that. And I suppose if I was to pick a winner today, I think you could probably guess which one it would be. And that, my friends, would be the humble G and O. That is a very unexpected surprise. I enjoyed this immensely, like really unexpectedly. I think something's super enjoyable when you weren't expecting to enjoy it in the first place. It's just an amazing surprise. Let me have a bit of a... It's lovely. It's really, really nice. And so my suggestion is, if you go somewhere, either they haven't got your usual mixer or the brand you like or something, or if you're just in a little bit of an odd mood, you want to try something new, you could do a lot worse, my friends, than getting yourself a lovely retro 80s gin and orange. Cheers. So guys, that's me done for another day. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. It's been very interesting to make. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the like button and the bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos come out. And I shall see you all next time on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, where I will continue to be Bobby Freeman, quite literally. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.